back with us here on the Leaders of Tomorrow, and tonight I'm featuring two companies on our Bright Spark segment, DK Creations and Wedred. With the marriage season on in full swing, wedding cake creators and designers are all vying for the business of happy couples, and one such custom cake designer is Mumbai-based DK Creations. Pooja Jain attended a DK Creations workshop herself to indulge in the baking of a wedding cake in the making. Here are some lessons learned on how prioritizing innovation in an inundated industry can help win over both clients as well as the competition.
DK Creations is the shining example of a leisure pursuit having blossomed into a business. The company's designer wedding cakes are widely celebrated for their taste, and yet at the same time often considered too pretty to cut. Founder Rinku Gokarn shared some of her insights on how pushing the envelope with custom recipes and cutting-edge decorative techniques can serve as icing on the cake. How did you get your start as a wedding cake designer and decorator? And was there perhaps a single moment where it dawned on you that you had the momentum to pursue this professionally?
I'm an interior designer by profession, but when my son was born, just taking care of him was my main focus. But baking cake was a hobby, and I started baking for him. And one of my friends gave me an opportunity to do a cake for her. That is how, I got into designing wedding cake. But before taking her order, it was, I wanted to, get it technically right, and learned the techniques of how the wedding cakes are to be done, because it's not a single round cake. It's a tiered cake. So tiered cake is stacking of the cake, then decorating the cake, even the flavors which goes into it. So all those things you should know before taking the responsibility of, taking a wedding cake.
Weddings are, of course, incredibly personal by nature, and therefore, so are wedding cakes. So how do you keep the pool of ideas fresh when it comes to the combinations and permutations of frosting, filling, flavor, so on and so forth?
My clients come with a lot of ideas because they know what they want. My main USP is not to repeat my designs, but I try to give something different. For that something different, I have to keep on learning. So learning happens when I do a lot of practice, I do a lot of research, or I get trained from someone. Both the things go hand in hand, like, taste as well as the look of the cake. When the client comes for meeting, the sketches are done, their inputs are taken, but I need to put it on the paper and show it to them that what they are thinking, this is what I can give you. And I always try to give more to the client so that they are happy, because when wedding is once, it's not going to be again and again.
Walk us through the more technical aspects of wedding cake decoration and design. How do these incredibly detailed but delicious themed and tiered cakes come to life?
So while baking, you have to be very precise with your ingredients, the product which is going into it. We in our kitchen, we use all fresh products, no preservatives, then no pre-mix. Everything is made from scratch. That is our policy. Each tier we try to have different techniques, like we try to use sugar veil, we use onlays, we use stencil work. Sometimes we do painting on it. We Indians like gold. So wedding cake, I have done, I think 85% of my all cakes have gold touch to it. Then we do flowers. The flowers are more realistic. So each petal is being cut and, it's been wired, and then dusting is done on it and then assembled. So all these things need a lot of technique. That is what keeps me, being part to the market, and I'm able to give my client something new.
Has the industry experienced a wave of innovation at all? And how important is it to upgrade your skill set to stay competitive in this business?
Upgrading skill is very important. You can't say now I know everything. Recently I had done a chandelier cake. So that was, the client came and she told me, Rinku, I want something different. And she was the one who, showed me the picture, and I told, why not, we can do it. So that was something new which was introduced by us.
Beyond a professional sense of accomplishment, what sort of personal satisfaction comes with the job?
Professional satisfaction is when my clients suggest other clients. Like my 85% of my clients are the one who do recommend me to their friends and relatives. That is how my business has grown, and I have never done any kind of advertisement or any kind of branding till now. It's just by word of mouth. That is how it is spread.
A local company adopting global best practices, DK Creations is well poised for expansion, growing organically in the face of rising customer demand. Parked at the intersection of passion and purpose, DK Creations is bringing brides and grooms all over one step closer to marital bliss.